Hey everyone, it's Law here with the Lovely Lifestyle, and I'm gonna do a quick video on what I learned about our pageant meeting this evening. So this is a pretty late video tonight, but I wanted to share it with you while it's still fresh in my head. So Gail asked us 5 questions, and she told us, these are some things that you should really think about because these are very common questions that they could ask you at the pageant. So, question number 1: why should you be chosen to represent teen, miss, or missus? That's a really great question there because why? Why should the judges pick you? And she asked it another way. She also said, why should you be, or why do you think you should be the next title holder? So that's when you really have to look deep down in yourself and ask yourself, why are you doing this? What's the reason you're doing this? Because once the judges meet you during the interview, they're going to ask you the question, a very simple question, and they could ask it in a different variation like, why should you win? Why should we pick you? So I really want you to ask yourself, why are you doing this? What's it for? Who are you doing it? And at the end of the day, what makes you better than everybody else? Or what makes you the best candidate this year? So that's a question that I wanted to share with you. If you're running for a pageant or doing something, what's the reason why? Okay? Look deep down inside and ask yourself, why are you doing this? Another question that Gail asked us was, what is your greatest asset or your gift to the world? What is it? If there's one thing that you could offer to the universe, what is it? And tell me why it's so amazing. So that's question number 2 there. Another question she asked was, what is your biggest flaw or failure? So you have to ask yourself, what is your weakness? Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and turn them into a positive. Don't just answer weakness. Like, for example, myself, I always see my height as a flaw, but hey, that's why God invented heels, so it's okay. Another question she asked me was, let's see here. How, if you could describe yourself in one word, what would it be? Are you unforgettable? Are you passionate? What is the one word that describes you? So think about that. Another question she asked was, what is the biggest obstacle you've ever overcome? So the obstacle, the failure, the flaw, they pretty much basically branch out into the same category. Same thing with, why should we pick you? Or it's just all these questions seem to have a very similar stamp, just asked differently. So let's see here. So we talked about what is your greatest asset, your flaw, why should we pick you, or why should you be the winner? And then let's see here. And if you can do something differently about yourself, change yourself physically, what is it? Why would you do that? Okay. And the last question is, should you win as the title holder, what do you plan to do with your title? So why should you win? And if you win, what are you going to do with it? What's your biggest flaw, failure, mistake? Why should you be Miss Teen, and all that good stuff? And what can you change differently about yourself? And what's your greatest asset? Sorry if I'm mumbling, it's pretty late. It's about 10 o'clock at night, but these are great questions to ask yourself. And what I've been learning from my pageant journey is just getting to know yourself a little bit more, because once you know yourself, and you can be yourself, be true to who you are, then everything else will just be smooth sailing. And that's another thing I found out about myself is she told us this year the theme was musicals, and I chose Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and I had to ask myself, why did I pick Belle? How can I relate to Belle from Beauty and the Beast? And she's different, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's free-minded, she's strong-willed, and she sees you for who you are. She saw the Beast for who he is. She went way past his physical attributes and saw him for him. And that's all I want. I just want everyone just to be themselves. Be different. Be bold. And be you. So, my pageant journey is pretty amazing. I'm happy with it. And the girls, the committee, they're all wonderful. And I just can't wait. The pageant is in a few days, actually. 13 more days from today. We're gonna get there, and I'll let you know how I do. So our next meeting is in about 2 days, and I'll vlog about that in the next 2 days, and I'll give you my insights on my pageant journey. Thank you so much for watching. I'll put the questions right down below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and only positivity, please. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.